Stop what you're doing. Seriously, if you're watching this right now, there is a very, very high probability that you are chronically exhausted. You're probably out there trying to figure out the right supplements or maybe crafting this perfect morning routine. But the truth is, you might actually be sabotaging your rest before your head ever hits the pillow. In this explainer, we're going to break down the top 5 things you are getting completely wrong about sleep, and more importantly, exactly how the science says we can fix them. So be honest with me for a second. Why are you still awake right now? Look, we have all experienced that painfully relatable 3 a.m. scenario. You know the one. You're staring up at the ceiling, wide awake, doing that frantic mental math in your head, thinking, okay, if I fall asleep in exactly 4 minutes, I'm going to get exactly 3 hours and 12 minutes of sleep before my alarm goes off, right? It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and it just completely drains your productivity the next day. But you aren't just unlucky. Your sleep hygiene might just be a little off track. Okay, let's dive right into mistake number 5, your pre-bed screen time. The myth we always tell ourselves is that we're just, winding down by scrolling through social media or watching a show in bed. Sounds harmless, right? But the fact is, the blue light blasting from your phone or tablet is actively tricking your brain. It suppresses the production of melatonin, which is the absolute crucial hormone our bodies rely on to relax and transition into deep sleep. By staring at that screen, we're essentially screaming at our brains that the sun is still up and it's time to be wide awake. And the science-backed rule comes down to this one crucial number: 2 hours. Across multiple medical sources we looked at, from Healthline to the Sleep Foundation, the guidance is incredibly clear. We really should be turning off the TV, shutting down the laptop, and completely putting away our smartphones a full 2 hours before bed. Now, if that sounds absolutely impossible to you right now, I get it. Start with just 1 hour. But giving your natural sleep hormones a fighting chance to flood your system without that interference from artificial blue light, it makes a massive difference. Moving right along to mistake number 4. This is a super common one: the deceptive nightcap. The myth here is that a quick drink before bed helps you relax and just kind of drift off faster. But here's where it gets surprising. While alcohol is technically a depressant that might make you feel drowsy right at first, the research shows it actually ruins your sleep architecture for the rest of the night. It completely throws off your hormone levels, and it's known to significantly increase symptoms of sleep apnea and snoring. As the research notes, and this hits the nail on the head, alcohol disrupts REM sleep, leading to lighter, more restless nights. And REM sleep is literally where the magic happens. It's when your brain consolidates memories. It's when you truly recover. When we disrupt that with alcohol, we end up waking up feeling incredibly dehydrated, groggy, and just physically exhausted, regardless of how many hours we were actually unconscious in bed. So yeah, that evening glass of wine is secretly sabotaging your entire recovery process. All right, let's look at mistake number 3. You barely survived the work week on 5 hours of sleep at night. So the myth is that you can just catch up by sleeping in until noon on Saturday and Sunday. I wish it worked that way. But unfortunately, sleep doesn't work like a bank account. You can't just pay off a debt. The fact is, having any irregular sleep schedule violently confuses your body's internal clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. When we sleep in on the weekend, we're basically giving ourselves social jet lag. Honestly, it's no wonder Monday mornings feel so incredibly miserable. But the fix for this is surprisingly simple. To lock in your circadian rhythm, you just need to align your body with natural sunrise and sunset. First up, try waking up at the exact same time every single day. And yes, I mean even on the weekends. Second, get bright morning sunlight exposure as soon as possible. That signals your brain that the day has officially started. And third, you really gotta avoid long, irregular daytime naps. If you absolutely must nap, keeping it under 30 minutes and doing it in the early afternoon really helps protect your drive to sleep later that night. Now, mistake number 2 is something I think we have literally all done at some point: forcing the sleep. The myth is that if you just lie there long enough, eventually you'll just fall asleep. But the medical fact here is that when you lie there tossing and turning, your brain starts associating your mattress with stress, anxiety, and pure frustration rather than rest. You're essentially turning your bed into a stress zone. So, the experts all agree on a highly effective strategy here, and it's called the 20-minute rule. If you've been in bed for 20 minutes and you are still just staring at the ceiling, stop fighting it. Get out of bed. Seriously. Leave the bedroom and go do something genuinely relaxing in really low light. Read a book, do some gentle stretching, or just practice some deep breathing. But do your absolute best not to check your phone or turn on any bright lights. Only return to bed when your eyelids feel heavy and you're actually drowsy. It is a fantastic way to retrain your brain that the bed is a place exclusively for sleep, But wait, what do you do when you finally get back into bed? Well, there's this fascinating military sleep trick. Some people call it the declassified CIA method, and it's used to help relax your muscles and calm a racing mind. Step 1, lie down comfortably. Step 2, take 5 deep, controlled breaths to physically lower your heart rate. Step 3, slowly count to 20. But here's the key. Focus entirely on those numbers and absolutely nothing else. It's an incredible way to help your brain just stop stressing about tomorrow's to-do list and finally let go. Which brings us to our final, and honestly perhaps the most insidious mistake. Mistake number 1, bad daytime habits. Specifically, that harmless afternoon coffee you grab around 3 p.m. to power through the end of the workday. We tell ourselves that by 10 p.m. it's totally out of our system, but the startling fact from the research is that late caffeine consumption actively cuts your total sleep time by a staggering 45 minutes. Plus, it reduces your overall sleep efficiency. So that innocent little latte, it's secretly stealing nearly an hour of your rest. To fix this entire situation, our sources outline what is essentially a foolproof framework for perfect sleep hygiene. Think of this as your new ultimate daily countdown. 10 hours before bed, absolutely no more caffeine. 3 hours, cut off alcohol and heavy foods so your body isn't working overtime to digest. 2 hours, stop working and start relaxing. And 1 hour before bed, no more screens. If you can actually integrate this countdown into your daily routine, your body is going to naturally glide right into a state of deep rest. Real quick, before we wrap up this explainer, I have to share this really fun, surprising fact from the research that you can literally implement tonight. Temperature matters just as much as light. Research shows that cooling your bedroom down to roughly 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18.3 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world, creates the absolute optimal environment for deep rest. You see, your body temperature naturally needs to drop to initiate sleep, so a comfortably cool room basically acts as a physical cue to your brain that it is time to shut down. So I gotta ask you, are you ready to stop fighting your sleep and start actually resting tonight? We've covered the biggest mistakes here, from the screen time that's destroying your melatonin to the caffeine and alcohol disrupting your cycles, right down to the sheer frustration of forcing yourself to lie in bed. Take a quick look at the medical sources at the bottom of your screen. This is real, evidence-based data that you can use right now to reclaim your energy. Just start with one change tonight. Maybe it's the 20-minute rule, or maybe you just go turn down the thermostat to 65 degrees. Whatever you choose, prioritize your rest, because a better tomorrow truly starts tonight.